So we now know that Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta is coming to the Japanese version of the game. Now the question is, what category is he going to be the lead for? I personally believe that there are 4 main categories that he could be the lead for, but of course I do want to see what you guys think. Let's go, there's going to be gameplay somewhere, it should be on the left. But I'm going to be going over the particular categories that I think he could be the lead for. And like before, they were kind of obvious. You had Vegito and Gogeta, of course, Fusion Potara, Kefla Potara. I guess Kefla was a bit of a wild card. She could have been the lead for, you know, just the female cards in the game, but they went down the Potara route. They could, for all I know, they could release a Vegeta with a category that we have already seen. But I doubt that, because we already have a tournament power category. So, just to get into the ones that I'm thinking about, the first one is Saiyan Pride. And I was looking at this particular link, and the units that are part of this particular category, so to speak, are not that bad. They actually aren't that bad, because we would technically have Super Saiyan Blue, Evolution Vegeta, Margin Vegeta, a lot of the Bardoks, a few members of the Bardock squad. We would have Kaba as well. So there are several units that are part of that particular link, and hopefully I'll put that up on the screen. I'm actually, well, no, never mind. I recorded gameplay that actually showcases that team, and I wasn't able to run Margin Vegeta, and I wasn't able to run just a few of the villains, because of course I was running a Tech Vegito Blue lead, because why not? But the point is, the Saiyan Pride link is actually something that is active in the game, and they could turn that into a category. But now that I think about it, that is, whilst it may be likely, I think that they are going to opt for something else, just because Saiyan Pride isn't exactly that stacked, and it would feel kind of out of place, I suppose, to have a category that isn't that great with a form as great as Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Anyway, back to the Saiyan Pride category. So it does have several good units, but it's not exactly stacked like some of the other categories in the game, like Potara, you know, like Fusion. Now moving on to the next one, and by the way, I did 2 showcases for 2 of the categories. I'll say showcases, it's a bad kind of showcase because the category isn't actually here. But it's my assumption of what I think the categories could be. So the first one was Saiyan Pride. The second one was just a Saiyan category. Just any Saiyan form. And yeah, not just Saiyan characters, I'm talking about like Saiyan forms. So Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, all the way up to Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. And the reason why I say this is because Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, as far as we know, is the peak of like Saiyan forms. You can maybe take into account Kaioken. I don't know what that was. You can maybe take into account Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, but Kaioken is just a separate technique / transformation. You could argue that separately. But the point is, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution is the peak of just Saiyan potential when it comes to Saiyan forms. Obviously, you have Ultra Instincts, but that isn't a Super Saiyan transformation. So Super Saiyan Blue Evolution could be the lead for just Saiyan forms in a game. You know, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2. But then again, you could just run a Tech Vegito Blue team with a mixture of the Saiyan forms, so that kind of takes that away. To be honest, I think that's the one that is the least likely, just because you have so many powerful units with Saiyan forms. You have Super Saiyan Rose, Goku Black. You have Blue, God. Yeah, I don't think they're going to go down that road. It's a possibility, don't get me wrong, because like I said, it is the pinnacle of Saiyan transformations, but at the same time, I think it's going to be something a little different. At the moment, I think Saiyan Pride takes the lead in terms of the category that is most likely to happen. Okay, so the next one I actually thought of right before recording this particular part of the video, but the category that I think could be very, very likely is just a Universe 7 category. Now, it's kind of similar to nothing, actually. It's not similar to anything, but I think Universe 7, like a Universe 7 category, has a lot of potential, and it is very likely that the Vegeta is going to be the lead for that particular category. You have an incredible amount of units. Obviously, like 99% of the cards in the game are from that particular category, so it's kind of like, are they going to go down that road that soon? And my other one was maybe a Dragon Ball Super category, but then it's just kind of like, I don't know, they've never done a category for a particular series before, so it's kind of all up in the air. I honestly, now that I think about it, Saiyan Pride, they haven't hesitated to give a lead to a bad category before. So that's, for me, that's definitely up there. And it would make sense. I mean, Vegeta was incredible throughout the Tournament of Power. He had a speed just towards the end. he obviously wanted Kaba, well, to resurrect Universe 6 and such. So I think, like, there was a lot of talk about his pride as well. So I think that Saiyan Pride is definitely one of the bigger possibilities for him as a category lead. Dragon Ball Super's, to be honest, Dragon Ball Super's down there for me with the Saiyan transformations. And in a second, we do have the Universe 7 category. But I personally am leaning towards Saiyan Pride. It's a link that is currently in the game. We currently do not have a Universe 7 link at all. And it's not like like categories don't have to have one particular link, but you get what I'm saying. Just because the Saiyan Pride link is already in the game, I saw a few people bring it up before, and Saiyan Pride does definitely seem like a strong contender when it comes to what lead he is going to be the category for. But for all I know, maybe he isn't going to have a category at all. Maybe he is going to be the very first unit, or very first Dokkan Fest unit, in a long time that isn't going to have a lead for a category, which I doubt, just because we are most likely going to stay in this whole category meta for a long time, if not up until the end of the game. So it's very likely that he is going to have a category. And this one is very special because he is the first, like, super agility type Dokkan Fest in a year. Maybe even more than a year. I think the last one was Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, so it has been more than a year technically. So we are definitely in need of a new super agility, like, unit, because AGL has needed that for the longest period of time. But because we've kind of shifted away from mono teams anyway, it's not that big of a deal. But I am curious to see what category he is a part of. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think his category is going to be. Maybe for one that I didn't mention at all. Personally, I think it's going to be Saiyan Pride or a Universe 7 category. There is probably a really obvious one that I haven't thought of, but those are the ones that stick out to me. Especially because, like, that form in particular just appeared in the Tournament of Power. So it's not going to be a Tournament of Power category because we already have Jiren. We know that he is going to be the Tournament of Power category lead. I was thinking maybe a Super Saiyan Blue category, but the issue of that... Oh, that's one thing I forgot to mention. The Super Saiyan Blue category, but the issue of that is that you can't run multiple units of that have the same name. But then I thought back to Super 17, and they changed a mechanic that has been the same way for such a long period of time, just for his release. And what I mean by this is that before the release of Super 17, Kaioken mechanics would reset after every single stage, but after the release of Super 17, it will last for the entire event. So maybe they are going to push it a little and just be like, you know what, we are going to change it so that you can run multiple units with the same name on the exact same team, which would be kind of ridiculous, because can you imagine if you could run multiple Vegeta Blues on the exact same team, multiple Super Vegetos? That... Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be the case unless they just make it specific for the Super Saiyan Blues, which would be dope, but it really is hard to tell. But for me, like I said, Universe 7 and Saiyan Pride are up there. But again, that was it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think is going to be the category for the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta? He should be releasing himself in a few days, so yeah, let me know. So I forgot to include it in the video, and I noticed when I was rendering it, or editing it rather. So this is the Saiyan Pride link and the units that are within it, and there are enough units to make a team out of the units in that are part of this particular link. So let's imagine that Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, well, Evolution Vegeta is here. So that's instantly one. Margin Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Bardock, Kaba, Base Vegeta. Of course, you have Super Saiyan Bardock as well, Farsha, Barlot. Just so many great options for this team. Admittedly, there are a few limitations because obviously Margin Vegeta is going to be kind of hard to obtain. But then, pardon me, you still have the STR one, that is very good. You have multiple decent options for the team, but if you don't have the very best units, it's not going to be the greatest possible category. That's pretty much the roundup for what it looks like. But even the Tech Super Saiyan Kaba is solid. Like, it does have several top tier units, but it's just a matter of, do you have them, and can you just make them work in a consistent way? And we don't even know what Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta's link set is going to be. Obviously, Margin Vegeta does have Over in a Flash, but then you have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Shocking Speed, and Prepare for Battle. If I'm not mistaken, this Vegeta right here is the only one that has the same Pride link with the Over in a Flash link, which could be a bit of an issue. We still have a ton of support that is part of this particular link, so who knows? We shall see. But let me know your thoughts, like I said, and I will see you all in the next one.